For eons, art has been created, loved, worshipped, and admired. Humans and cultures have owned pieces of art for all that time, too. And while art comes and goes, the feeling and emotions toward it never leaves. Art has shown us history and shared events that people could have never seen without the depictions. Even someone as evil as Hitler could see the importance of art, and while he destroyed many artworks, he praised others. With that in mind, a lot of masterpieces were not going to get praised, and it became a dangerous time for art. Left and right, art began to disappear from museums and homes. Nazis were stealing the art for personal gain, destruction, money, or for Hitler's museum. Owners of art became very scared, so a lot of art went underground, just like my piece of art. Many others are still missing too. They could have been destroyed or still underground. Either way, they are missing from their homes and from their people. If a work of art goes missing or is taken during wartime, the work of art should be returned to the person or organization as it never left. This is because no human has the right to play God, and if someone messes up the timeline of the piece, then it must be restored as much as possible. The painting Madonna Under the Fir Tree is a beautiful oil painting, 71 by 57 centimeters, made by Lucas Cranch the Elder. Lucas Cranch the Elder was born in 1472 and was a talented man. While his exact date of birth is unknown, we do know that he started career painting around the year 1504, or at least that's the earliest evidence of his work. Cranch's father taught him how to draw, and from then on it was history. Some of his artworks are Apollo and Diana, portrait of Martin Luther, the ill-matched couple, and for our purposes, Madonna Under the Fir Tree. Known to be a court painter, Lucas Cranch was known to paint portraits for German princes, but also for Protestant reform leaders. It is safe to say that he was the most successful German painter of his time. In 1510, a beautiful painting was given to the Bishop of Breslau. This painting was admired by everyone who came into the church, as it was one of the gems of the Renaissance paintings. After war started in the year 1943, it was decided to take the painting and other treasures in the city to a Cistercian monastery in the countryside for protection. 3 years later, a man named Siegfried Zimmer, a priest in Breslau, convinced his friend Georg Koop to make a copy of the painting to confuse the communist. The plan was to hang the copy on the church walls and sneak the original painting to the west, which he did by becoming a religious teacher near the border of Austria. Zimmer's plans worked, and no one knew the wiser until 1961. And when he died, it was found that he was rich, having Egyptian artifacts. He did not leave a painting or a will behind, though. Starting in the late 1960s, Madonna Under the Fir Tree would appear and disappear. First, the art was offered to a German collector in Switzerland. This collector sent a Swiss art historian and Cranch expert to take a look at the art. After seeing the painting, the collector Copeland said that he knew the painting was the original, but didn't want to admit it to the sellers. So the painting went back underground. The painting wasn't really mentioned again until the Catholic Church that had owned it from the beginning suggested that they would be open to buying it back in 1981. They offered 1.5 million DEM, which is about $82,000 in America. But the middleman said that they wanted 10 times more than that. This was the last attempt of getting the painting back. Then in 2012, the painting showed its face again. The person that had the painting died, and the heirs donated it to Doyce of St. Gallen, who then returned it to the Catholic Church in the now known city of Wrocław instead of Breslau. While everyone hopes that this painting doesn't show up to be another fake, the excitement of the art being returned is apparent. The painting I chose went through a chaotic battle to be returned to its rightful owner. Some paintings were not that lucky. The portrait of the young man is still missing. The woman in gold had to go through many painful trials and a lot of money to be returned. Time is a delicate thing, and any little disruption could alter the future. Sometimes during the war, people get this godlike feeling and feel all-powerful. As human beings and lovers of the art, we should feel the need to put back on track whatever has been disrupted so that piece of art can make its own history.